Hey, this is Ryan Webb, and thank you for checking out my channel. Hope you're doing great. So, today I'll be having a chat with Tom, the guitarist from the band called the Final Clause of Tacitus, here in the UK. So, if you like such videos, I do a lot of videos about mixing and remixing other bands' music and stuff like that. So, if this is of any interest to you, please subscribe to the channel, which will be really appreciated, and hit the notification bell so you get updates when I upload new videos and stuff like that. So check it out. Hey, I'm Ryan, and soon I'll be having a chat with Tom, the guitarist from Final Clause of Tacitus, and it's a very energetic and driven rock band. And just to get a bit of information about Tom, and he's there waiting, as you can see, waiting for me to stop chatting. And so, hey, Tom, just thanks for coming onto this show, man. So, a little bit of you introduce yourself, in fact, and thanks for doing this.
That's right. I feel like I needed a little name badge that says, "Hi, my name is Tom. Uh, I'm from the Final Clause of Tacitus." Yeah, it's I play the guitar in the band. Like any musician, I guess I've just been playing for ages. So it's one of those things. I've been in many bands, and then a few years ago we just set this little thing up. It was actually a side project. Final Clause started out just as a side project to a different band I was in, and we managed to just put the lineup together in about a week, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Trying to find musicians, let alone a full lineup within a week, is just ridiculous. But it just clicked immediately. But I mean, I've been in about 3 or 4 different bands before then. Nothing quite like the Final Clause, actually. Final Clause is essentially my first band by me.
Okay. So
So
you say you're the co-founder of the band in a way,
yeah,
yeah, you started it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. I mean, to say it's my band wouldn't be correct, because it is our band altogether. But it
Okay.
was I guess it was my initial, with the original drummer. It was our initial vision, our initial like style, and uh, yeah, it was ours put together, and then people joined in who fitted. Essentially,
Okay.
they had the same mindset as us, and so we just found other people like us. But yeah, I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like the Final Clause before. I was in I guess, more poppy bands,
Yeah.
maybe folky. I mean, my guitaring history. I always actually say I'm a better acoustic guitarist than I am an electric guitarist, which obviously people find odd because I play electric
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, my core is on the acoustic guitar, and in fact, fingerstyle guitar, playing things like Tommy Manuel and Lindsey
That is
Buckingham
so
stuff.
cool. Yeah.
That's generally where my history comes from. But I've always loved bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine, Beastie Boys. The attitude and the aggression and the feeling you get from them. And yeah, that's where the Final Clause comes from. Really, it's just the desire to write and play and record music like that.
Yeah. So maybe for the next one, I can maybe convince you to grab your acoustic and do us some
Yeah,
cool,
that's fine.
you know,
I'm happy to.
cool,
Yeah, I'm
cool
always happy to
riffs.
show
Yeah.
off.
That'll be something different for your fans, the viewers, indeed, and so that so far is great. So how did Final Clause of Tacitus as it actually came together in a way and decided this is the kind of music that we want to write and stuff like that, or did it just happen and you just got it
Yeah,
together?
yeah. So I had some old songs that were a little. Actually, they weren't quite Final Clause yet. They were about 70% the way there. So I'm a big fan of the band Extreme,
Okay.
and Nuno Betancourt stuff, and they play. If you don't know them, they
I
don't just
do
play
know
more than
them.
word. Yeah, you do know them. A lot of people just think they're the band that plays no more than words,
Yeah.
and that's it. But they are not that band at all.
Yeah.
Like their
Get the
standard
funk out.
is funk. Yeah, get
Yeah.
the funk out. It's proper funk metal.
Yeah.
And I think the stuff that I was writing many years ago was sort of in that Nuno style. And the drummer and he was out of a band. I was in another band, but he just wanted to get together
Yeah.
for a jam. And we had written this stuff like a few years before, and we never really did anything with it. So we just thought, well, let's have a jam. Let's play the old stuff that we used to play
Yeah.
together, which we never released. And he said, oh, well, I know a bassist that might want to join in, and that's Andy, our bassist. He came along, and we had a quick jam, the three of us, and it just sounded right immediately.
Yeah.
It just sounded good, and I started writing more. I guess it was more funk, less metal. We don't really have metal. We always get mixed up with metal bands, and we're just not metal. We are
Yeah.
funk rock, hard rock, aggressive rock, but not metal. And so we took out the metal parts of the original songs and we made them funkier and rockier. And we put up a little thing on the internet. And Matt replied. He'd been in a band in his sort of late teens, early 20s, and it was a sort of a screaming metal band, and they did quite well. They played Download and things like that.
Cool.
But it all went down, just politics in the band and stuff, and so that messed him up, sort of put him off music. And 7 years after that, he thought, oh, I don't know, are there any bands out there that I could join? Essentially, he wanted to get back into it. He saw the ad for us, listened to some of the sample tracks we put down, loved it, came along. We loved him.
Yeah.
That's it. And that all happened within a week.
Cool. So do you write as a whole band, or is it you mainly who writes all the music?
Well, I mean, there are a select few songs where we will, just as a band, we'll just have a jam. We record everything when we jam, because you don't want to forget something awesome that you do.
Yeah, of course.
Invariably, you would just play something amazing and go, oh, let's do that again. And you go, oh, I can't remember what I played, and it's gone forever. Yeah. So we record everything. And there's a few songs that we've done where it is just we'll jam as a band, and that'll basically set the tone for the song. Yeah. And we'll get the song out there and then. Between the Lines was a bit like that, and a couple of others I can't think of off the top of my head. But I think 70% of the time, what I'll do is I'll sit at home actually writing on my acoustic. I write all the riffs on my acoustic guitar, and on the bass. So sometimes the bass will come first, and I'll think of something to go on the acoustic afterwards, riff-wise. Sometimes the riff will come first and the bass will come second. Yeah. But generally, I'll put together a core idea for a song, and then we'll bring that to the practice. So we've kind of got a starting point. It's difficult to start on a blank page as a group.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly, and it does work sometimes. Like as I said, we've got songs where we have written as a blank, just started as a blank page as a group. Yeah. But you often end up this whole too many cooks spoil the broth kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, I generally think of a core idea, be it bass or acoustic, and bring it along. But I mean, that's just the core idea. Like the whole songs always get written by all four of us. So Andy'll take the bass, he'll do his thing with it. Okay. And he'll make it Andy's bass, and then there's never any drums or anything. Daryl will do what he does, and Matt will fit in his vocals, and then once we've got like a core idea for that, when Matt's done his vocals, we'll fit the song more around the vocals again. So we
Yeah.
start just with a one idea, and then we go up and down. We fluctuate between all the things until we end up with the song. And it sounds like a long process, but it honestly isn't. It doesn't take us long to sort of get a whole song sorted.
Okay.
We've been known to get up to 3 or 4 songs sorted in a 2-hour session.
Cool. Yeah. So does Matt write all the lyrics?
He does. I think it's important that he has freedom to do all of that.
Yeah. Cool.
It's nice to get the personalities out.
Something there. So is that tea or coffee or something that you're drinking there?
This, my friend, is Vocal Zone tea.
Oh, cool.
Lemon. I was gonna say, can we get that in?
Almost.
Vocal Zone tea.
Almost there.
I'll do that. This is the lemon, ginger, and manuka leaf sunshine mix.
Believe it or not, on my desk here, I have Vocal Zone as well.
You're a Vocal Zone man as well, are you?
All the way through, man. It saves the day.
That's my Vocal Zone pastel.
Yeah,
there
we
you go. That's brilliant stuff. And some of the teas, I like tea.
Yeah.
All sorts of tea. I'll
some of
always
them.
try a new one.
Yeah.
But this one's, I mean, it's nice to drink, and it really does allow you to talk forever and sing forever, really.
Yeah.
It really takes the pressure off. And I had a bit of a late night last night, so I woke up sounding like this, and now I sound like this.
Would have been a totally cool, different sound to anyone doing an interview or a meeting or whatever. I sound so cool right now.
Sound like one of the old style blues guitarists from America who spent their life on the road.
Could be a true metal singer. You know, it's like trying to get, if I could try and get like Devin Townsend who do Not Gonna Happen. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just so rough. No, that'll be cool. That sounded so weird. Anyhow. Yeah, so that's a lot of stuff about the band, and there'll be more to come in the future. There'll be a few more episodes to come out. That's Tom again, the guitarist from Final Clause of Tacitus. Watch out this space. There'll be more stuff coming out.